Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Gonna run it. It's Jackson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a 1st down. There's another example of it right there.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Looking for his big tight end. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 for the first possession. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Running play called on 3rd and short. And the defense blows up and stuffs him right at the line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Let's throw to the right, looking for the first down. That's a big hit at the end, but on a fresh set of downs.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
It's a quick grab. Physical run, breaking tackles. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he stopped just short down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Trojans looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense. Is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on 3rd down.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. They're going to run it here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Running with purpose.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you'll get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Single back takes the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Touchdown, Bama. No chance to catch him. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll use the ground game here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. And the Trojans will crank up the tempo. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive moving. And the back now goes in motion. Here's the handoff, running behind the big right tackle. Fighting him off. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll run it to the left. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
The Trojans are going to cash in here in the red zone. Off the RPO, caught to the right. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Takes the handoff, running off left tackle. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and to fit.
Touchdown, USC. This quarterback on fire today. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution, championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Adams. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll run it to the right side. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Hand off to the right side. Quick spin on the run. The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. Handoff heading left. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. 4th down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing pressure. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Already has 1 4th down conversion. They do it for a second time. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint into the end zone. Touchdown, SC.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Plus the 40 now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
There's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to pass this time. Fires it to the wideout. Who makes the grab. Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Looking for some space. It's Young. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Well, now that we're in this second half, Chris, you're limited on how many possessions you can get to get back into this game. And I think they needed to get something to get them going. Now you steal back some momentum. Let's see what they can do with this.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the second down play. And it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Choosing to return the punt. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Second down play coming up. Looking for some space. It's Peterson. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Important third down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They'll run it here. Boom. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Score. Touchdown. Tie. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The game moves the ball to the 34.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. And as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Gets some space around the 30. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
He's swarmed by the defense. And the Trojans are in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal tip. Hold your breath here. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. It's a shotgun run call. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Young. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Oh, what a cut, and still going. That's a big gain deep into plus territory.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding space at the 20. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. I'm the offensive coordinator. Give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And he's brought down there.
Man, this defense just keeps coming up with plays. That's a third stop in a row here inside the 10-yard line to get us to fourth and goal. You look at that scoreboard, you need points on the board. I don't think a field goal is going to help you at this point in the game. You got to put a touchdown up on the board, call your best play, and go out and execute.
Field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for a touchdown here on fourth down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go, they step up again. Give them the game ball.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave them back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Throwing for his running back. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he has not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. To the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the USC Trojans.